America. God bless America. My mother says the same curse that I say. I think it's hilarious. So, you know, you bring food. I can and will. I'm going to bring food. I will be feeding. We'll see if Docky Hollandaise doesn't reach me. He never reached out to me. I don't know if we got a chef tomorrow. No Docky Hollandaise.
Caught him breaking out his cage again.
Docky Hollandaise. He did not text me. I don't know what I'm going to make yet. I should be cooking burgers or what time, noon? Yeah, I'll get there. I gotta get there early for a table. We're making plans for tomorrow, son. Making plans for tomorrow. So, Enoch. Enoch made it in here first. What's up, Enoch? And we got Debbie for a close second there. We got Nick. What's up, Nick? Me and Beezle, my Beezle waking up from a nap. I thought of you when I wrote the title, dude. Hey, Nate, how are you? Megsy, hello. Let me take my shoes off. Okay, awesome. My buddy's going to call me in the morning tomorrow. We're going to set it up. I'm thinking about food for tomorrow down at the Springs. I wonder what would be good. Could you imagine if I picked up a bunch of freaking cheese pizzas, bro? From like Papa Joe's, just picked up a whole bunch of pizzas for the cookout. People are like, fucking pizza? Oh my God, okay, pizza party. That's what it is, pizza party. Bread knots, pizzas. God, that'd be fun, man. People don't like to eat pizza, though. People don't like pizza. I like coffee. People like pizza. Dave D, what's up, Dave D? Oh, Dad, my dad won't look at the dog. He won't look at cell phones. He won't look at pictures. He'll look at you. He'll look you right in the eyes, but he'll watch the TV, but he won't look at a cell phone. He won't look at, there's certain things he just won't look at, you know? He doesn't like to look at the dog. He doesn't like to look at me. Trendy party with pizzas, hell yeah. That would be different, wouldn't it, if I showed up with a bunch of pizzas? Making some mini sliders. Is that what you're making right now, Enoch? Let me refresh the chat, bro, so we can get a number. You can see there's no number. Once again, this is Restream. This is their fault, and this should be fixed. You know, I shouldn't have to refresh the page every time I want to see what my chat numbers are. It should just work. You know, they should have a refresh built into their software if that's what they need, whatever they need, you know. Do it. Make it work.
Because the bottom now is they might do different because they want to stay.
My friend Christine's supposed to come down to Springs tomorrow, but Jennifer Matt Bills says, wow. Why are you just saying wow, Jennifer Matt Bills? Why are you just saying wow? How are you? Your mom is beautiful. Nice pic on Facebook, bro. Thank you, Nick. Can you believe she's 80 years old? My mom's 80. Unbelievable. Defies the laws of time. You know, who can defy time? My mother. Jennifer Matt Bills, you came in and you said, wow, but you didn't tell me why you said wow. Here she is, look. Hey, Jennifer. I am good. You? Really? Good. That's my mom. Nice, huh? She's right there right now. That's my dad right there. And that's our 20. We have 24-hour care. It's one of the girls that works for that service. They're great, fantastic, lifesavers, angels. Bridget Foreman. Hello, Bridget. Good evening. So all these, why do I have all these pretty ladies watching me? Jennifer, Bridget. What do I owe this honor? You have your mom's eyebrows. I've never heard that one. No, I don't. It's really funny. Jeff, what's up? I've got my mom's sarcasm and her biting wit, her quick responses, and her sarcasm. I've got my mom's short fuse, her impatience with bullshit. But see, my mom has learned over time the way she deals with it's different than the way I deal with it. You know, my mom just doesn't want conflict. She's a non-conflict person, and I totally respect that. I learn from that, you know. But me, I go to the conflict because I want someone to answer to what they've done. So I go for the conflict. My mom's like, it's not her job. She's already raised kids. She doesn't have to train you. That's her idea. It's great. She's like, you're not my, you know, the fact that you're not an adult or that you don't have responsibility or you don't act like an adult, you know what? That's not my problem. And my mom's just like, boom, boom, boom. You know what they call that, right? Well, that's what she's got. And she uses it. You know? That's her conflict resolution right there. And I love it. I love that she can do that. That's how she chooses to do it. I love her for it. I learn from her, you know. At the same time, you know, I just don't want to see anybody thinking they're getting over on her, you know. So I'm being a little overprotective, and I'm learning I really don't have. She takes care of herself really well. She does what she wants to do, you know. You're spending your Saturday night with me, Bridget? Really? All Saturday night? Or week after? Nick Brown, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes. So, what time is it? 8:25 right now. I was supposed to hear back from my best buddy, Iceman. Nothing. Nothing. No idea what's going on over there. Okay. I need to plug this into power. So Rogie had a decent visit at the veterinarian. What's going on here? And you know, while I got to talk to a really pretty girl that was out in the waiting room, which was fun. So we did that, and I made some jokes in the waiting room. You know, it's kind of funny. So did I tell you guys this? There's a veterinarian. It's got a wall. It's cats on one side, dogs on the other. And did I tell you guys the story from earlier today? Let me know. I told my mom the story. I can't remember if I told y'all. I'm sitting myself. Okay, hell yeah. Really, Bridget? Holla? Holla, holla, holla. I know what that means. I'm cool like the kids. I am cool like the kids. I'm looking at Bridget Foreman's cute face smiling back at me. I'm like, okay. Shane. What's up, Shane? Schulteis. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. So, let's jump in. Are you still doing those funny ass videos, bro? He makes some of the funniest videos I've ever seen. Short, little, hilarious freaking videos. And you know, I remember when I first saw him the first time, I was like, is this guy some famous comedian dude? He's so funny. I'm like, I looked at how many people were following him, and I'm like, huh, it seems like there should be a lot more people following this guy. And I kept watching him. And one day I finally asked him, I was like, dude, who are you? He's like, I'm nobody, bro. I'm like, really, man? Because you should be like famous, man. He's like, I'm nobody, bro. I'm just out here doing silly videos. I'm like, man, you're like, you seem like you should be on a show or some shit. On my other account for now, on my laptop, till I can get my other account back on. Sokol Hippie Hashman, what's up, dude? You're not gonna believe what I have. Sokol Hippie Hashman, look what I have with me, bro. That's a T, by the way. That's not a Y. On that STW, that's a T, not a Y. You see what I got, bro? You see what I got? They're labeled. Cheers to that. No law regarding. Cheers to that, Sokol Hippie Hashman. I was asking about you earlier. I was like, Sokol Hippie Hashman needs to come in here. I don't know where you are, buddy. What's taking you so long to answer? Fast forward the show, bro. Cheers. I wonder if my neighbor Scott's tuned in. Hey, Scott. Love you, bro. It's the coolest. I'm out in my yard today working. Trying to find our property line, Scott's and mine. And I noticed they were in their pool area. I could hear them talking and stuff, so I was like, I'll leave. I don't need to do this right now. You know, I don't need to be right here because I could hear voices. So Rogi was with me, and he was sitting there, and I walked away, and I went back to the porch area of the home, and I was sitting there watching Rogi, and he was listening to them. He's like eavesdropping, and he was cocking his head to the side and trying to see them and shit. I got such a kick out of it that I literally texted Scott. I was like, yo, bro, my dog Rogan is across the creek spying on y'all. And I was about to send it. And I looked up and he had already walked halfway back across the yard. So I erased the chat, right? Later on in the day, I had Rogi out. I was walking him in the backyard and I was way back there. And I see two people walking through the creek. And I'm like, who are these people? These are my people. Who are these people? So I go and I look and I'm like, hey, and it's Scott and his wife. They're wearing river boots. And I'm like, hey, you guys, what's up? They're like, hey, what's going on? We start talking, man. We had such a nice conversation. And the fact that they had river boots on, and I was just like so impressed. And then Rogan went down in the riverbed for the first time because they were down in there. And Rogi went down in the riverbed. He didn't get in the water, but he walked on the sand that was alongside the water, which was crazy because he's petrified of water. So I'm hoping he's going to overcome his little fear of it, you know? So it was fun, man. It was a good day, really good day. I met my other neighbor. His name's Bill, lives down the street, a couple doors down. Him and I had a really nice conversation. And I told you about my other neighbor that's got a really cool job that, you know, I didn't want to get into the specifics of it because I don't know where he's at as far as letting people know what he does for a living, but I'll find out if I can tell you guys. But he's cool too, man. I met all of these people over the last few days. And it's just such a pleasure. The neighbors are here are so nice, you know, and they make up for this guy that's the alcoholic moron, you know. They all make up for him. Easy, big time. And then some. So I invited them. I invited Bill, and I didn't invite this guy, but I should. I should walk over there and invite him. And I invited this guy, you know. You sadly ran out of the rare purple flat top strain and haven't been able to find seeds for the cross. Oh, you saw that I had, you saw, Sokol? I got your strains. So Cali Trainwreck and Purple Flat Top. These are both Sokol Hippie Hashman sent me clones on seeds. I can't remember. I think it was seeds of the Purple Flat Top, man. So we ran out of the rare Purple Flat Top strain. Haven't been able to find seeds of the cross to preserve it. So I guess that strain is lost for now. Yeah, I saw that. Who knows what that Purple Flat Top is, bro? It's a crazy one, right? I love smoking this stuff. It was seeds. Wasn't the Socali Trainwreck a clone and the Purple Flat Top was seeds? Was that it, buddy? I can't remember. You sent me clones or maybe they died. I think the clones you sent me died. I can't remember. Anyhow, let's smoke this and keep going. You missed the stream. Well, we're live now, Merc. You're here. It's good. That's all that matters. You're here now. All those seeds I gave you, I probably do, bro, but they're in California. You know, and I would have to go back to California and look through my seed collection, or have, you know, my house attendee go through, find it, and they could handle it probably and ship it to me, those seeds, and I could probably get them to you. We'd have to go through it though, man. You know, it takes some time. Joe Dale says, hey hippie, remember me? Joe Dale is asking Sokol Hippie Hashman. Joe Dale, how did you find him on my stream? That's crazy. Cheers, son, smoking some diamonds. I saw your Instagram post. Your mother looks absolutely wonderful at 80. I think Harles is in love. Yes, he is. Yeah, they died on you, man, sadly, but you started seeds and grew some monster plants outdoors. Right? Yo, Nay, what's up, Nugs? Joe Dale. Floydian 709. Dude, I remember Floydian. What's up, buddy? I remember Floydian 709. You listen to Pink Floyd? Is that Floydian? Evening, just watch Joe versus Carol on Peacock. It's a piece of shit show. Okay. What's up, Billy? Right on, Sokol. Nugs. Cheers. Smoking on some wedding cake. Cheers, everybody. Everybody, a lot of people left because I was a little late getting to the bong rip. But here we go. And my neighbor, Jeff, if you are watching, let me know in the chat. If you are Rachel Robeson, hello, Rachel. How are you, Rachel Robeson? I think I remember you, man, but it's been a good while. The East Coast loves trending Nick. I am on the East Coast now, aren't I? Ashtray? A little bit of ash smoke came out of there. You taught me how to grow and make oil. Time flies. Joe Dale. What, Sokol Hippie Hashman did, bro? Taught you how to grow? That's crazy. Sokol Hippie Hashman is here. I'm going to smoke some Sokol Hippie Hashman cannabis right now. Oh, wait. First, I'm going to dump these ashes. I'm already getting high. Hi, I'm getting high. Mom, are you watching gymnastics?
Yeah, I'm watching ice skating.
Ice skating? My mom was watching gymnastics the other day, and America started to lose, and she got up and walked away from the TV. And I stayed and watched. The Belgium girl her body was insane, and the outfit she was wearing was insane. And none of the other girls had what I would call sexually suggestive clothing on like she did. But man, she had the body for it. And I was just like, I couldn't get up, man. I was like, I'm just going to sit here and watch this. This is great. Mom caught up. She's like, that Belgian girl. She's so ugly. I'm like, I'm not looking at her face, really. My mom's all but her face. And I'm like, I'm not looking at her face, Mom. Love Canada Pitbull. So this one's for him. Cheers. I've learned so much from you. Rachel Robeson? From me? I'm blessed. Yes, I used to always be on your lives. Awesome to see you. Aw, thank you. And Pitbull, so this one's for him. Cheers. I can't imagine how amazing the strains would grow in Florida, man. They would grow as tall as 15 to 20 feet. No problem out there. Right, buddy? You're on the RT coast, on the right coast now. For us Cali folk are just fuckers that call you at 1 a.m. acting like it's dinner time. Assholes. I don't know this local hippie hash man. I don't know what he does. Oh, Joe, you're talking to me? Oh, no, you did. I got you, Joe. Oh, thank you so much for the nice compliment. Well, Sokol does the same thing I do. He shows people how to grow too. So I thought you were talking to you. When you said, do you remember me? I thought you were talking to him. Right? You said, hey, hippie, remember me? I thought you were talking to Sokol Hippie Hashman. You're calling me hippie, Joe Dale? You're calling me hippie? That's funny. While Sokol Hippie Hashman was in here, that got confusing, right? Okay, so I'm the one that taught you how to grow. Thank you. Florida has a perfect climate for growing cannabis. Oh my God, doesn't it? Hippie Hashman is great. Dude, it rains every day. You know, if you got a strain that can handle that rain, you got a rain-resistant strain, or you put a plastic roof over it, you got rain every day, bro. Oh shit. That's what I duplicated in California. Watered it every day. I watered my trees every day, twice a day. Flooded them. They loved it. They love water. Cannabis loves water. Some of the most healthiest plants I've ever seen were on a riverbed. Just so green and happy. The greenest green, man. So anyway, I got that purple flat top is what I got right here. Before I was smoking the blueberry. I got that Sokol Hippie Hashman purple flat top, guys, and he's a great grower down in Southern California. And him and I have known each other for years and years and years. Sokol Hippie Hashman. So I thought that too, Hippie Hashman. I learned from mail order DVDs from Jorge Cervantes. That's how old people learned at first. Right? That was the only way we could learn. Books. Lonesome Lenny. That or if we had friends in the industry. And I had friends in the industry, luckily. When I was a kid, my best friend, Big Dave, he worked for Florida Homegrown Hydroponics. They sold hydroponics to anybody that would buy it. The cops used, this is true, the cops used to sit across the street and write down people's license plates. And then they would go investigate you. They would check out your power bill and see if you had a high power bill after you left Florida Homegrown Hydroponics. And then they'd pay you a visit and see if you were growing cannabis. That's what they used to do. So some people would have other people drive them there. They would arrive in other vehicles or whatever. But, you know, there's a long history of Florida Homegrown Hydroponics. Anyway, my buddy, he managed the store by himself. You know, the owner would leave and they'd leave Dave there. Dave would call me, what are you doing? Cool, you want to come by? Cool. Go over and hang out with Dave, you know? The memories of hanging out with him in that hydroponic store, man. Holy shit. I've forgotten all about that. But I learned how to grow a lot from him, you know? And then I basically forgot everything and relearned everything when I moved to California, because then I realized that indoor growing was not my forte. It was outdoor growing. When I realized what I could do outdoors compared to what I was doing indoors, I changed gears, and I focused on that, and I found out I had a knack for outdoor growing in California. It just, you know, my neighbors were impressed. All my friends that grew out there were impressed. Even Dino was like, yeah, bro, you're killing it, man. You know, I went and visited you at your Halloween party with Stanky and smoked everyone out with a huge joint. And the help of the sushi rolling dude that was there, that was the best party ever. We have that party, that joint on video. We have that on video. Right? That's on Trendy As Dabber's channel on YouTube, that party, So-Called Hippie Ass Man. Was Sound Drone at that party? Pinoy Grower was there. That was a Halloween party, right? People were dressed up. Was that it? That was Lumberjack John. We had the guy. Remember when I first got to that mountain where I was living the last 10 years in California? That guy told me his name was Jed Clampett. He was there. He was dressed up as a beekeeper. Lumberjack John was dressed up as Beetlejuice. Pinoy was there. Jorge Cervantes may have worn a disguise and went under a fake name, but he sure told the truth. Yeah, man, he's a... And Sean was there, Big Sean. Sean and I were going to hang out before I left for Orlando. And I think I contacted him, and he was a no-show, man. I was like, bro, what's up? And I never heard back from him. And I was like, I was so sad, because I knew, man, when I was leaving for Orlando, I had a feeling, man. I just had a feeling I wasn't going to come back. I don't know, man. I was just, the way I was packing and the things I was bringing and the way I was thinking was one-way ticket, you know? Yeah, Sound Drone was there. Yeah. Yeah, Sound Drone was there. Yeah, man. Crazy parties. Crazy Halloween parties. Used to love throwing Halloween parties, man. God, man, I used to love throwing Halloween parties. Let's smoke, man. No law regarding unlimited Halloween parties, man. Halloween every day. Cheers. I'm talking Little Hershey's Kisses, caramel corns. Oh, I went. Oh, yes, I went there. How dare he go to caramel corns? Yes, I went there. Cheers. So you guys all heard about Jimmy Dore responding to me today on Twitter across multiple tweets. Does anyone not know about that? What happened with Jimmy Dore today on Twitter? I got a big boost today from him. And if what I say is legitimate, then there will be legitimate people that will begin to follow this show. You know, if I did good on Twitter today, if I made sense, and Jimmy Dore didn't make sense, and his audience sees that, they're going to be like, yeah, I love Jimmy Dore, but this crazy guy with the long hair that Jimmy is talking to, why is Jimmy Dore even addressing this guy? I might want to check him out too. If Jimmy Dore is talking to him, we're having conversation. I don't know if it's going to continue. I'm trying to be as nice as possible about it, but I didn't start out nice, man. I said Jimmy Dore does not care about his audience's well-being. That's an attack. That's a personal attack. It's opinion, and it's very offensive to say that. If somebody said that to me, those are fighting words, man. You don't care about your audience. Well, let me tell you about everything I've done for my audience. Let's go there, right? I would totally want to. But as far as Jimmy Dore is concerned, he's dealing with literally millions of viewers. Millions of people go in and out of there. And you can't expect him to really care as much as I do about my handful that I got. And I love you guys. And this makes it easy for me. So I have a little bit of an unfair advantage. Think about that. I have an unfair advantage when it comes to being more personal and caring more about you guys. I know all of your names. I ask you about your personal stuff. Edmund Ford says, inform us. Oh, you want me to tell you what happened with Jimmy Dore? Two things happened. One thing was he put up a thing about Dr. FAUCI, that Fauci said, eventually everyone most likely is going to get COVID. Jimmy Dore took that and said, see, it's factually proven, and now even Fauci agrees everyone's going to get COVID. And I'm like, Fauci didn't say it was a fact. He says most likely most people are going to get it. He also isn't a legitimate source, because Jimmy Dore has spent plenty of time proving it to me that Fauci's not a legitimate source of information. So, he's saying, oh, see, even Fauci agrees, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I love that Fauci is suddenly a legitimate source of information because he suits Jimmy's narrative. Jimmy responded to that. He didn't like that. And he's right. He's got every reason to respond to it. And you guys have every reason to your opinions around that one way or the other. I believe one way, and he believes another. A lot of his audience members, they may not have really been paying attention to the actual content. I'm nothing against them, maybe they were, or maybe they totally agree with what's being said. But either way, he got a lot of likes. I didn't get a lot of likes from them. They agree with what he's saying, and if they're paying attention to what's being said, well, I disagree with all of those people. We could get into that, but there was something else. There was another tweet. Jimmy Dore put up another tweet, and I said, and Jimmy Dore took a photograph, a screenshot. I'm so honored. Jimmy Dore, not worthy, bro. I'm not worthy. He took a freaking screenshot of my tweet, and he posted it on his Twitter feed. And you can go see it. It's killer. I was just so tickled by that. Well, because he disagrees with me. But still, he gave me that honor, He gave me that attention. I haven't been able to enjoy Jimmy's show in a long time. I think he's a clickbait whore. Ren Ben came in. What's up, brother? Hey, Mom. Ira's watching. Ira. You like that name? She likes that name. I got interested in him because... Oh, no. I said Ira. Ari. Ari's watching. I called you Ira, bro. I'm sorry. It's Ari. I remember. I got interested in him because of Bernie Sanders. Right. We could talk about clickbait and Jimmy Dore. We could totally talk about that. I've talked about the way he frames his thumbnails now, but he's also got people working for him. But then I realized that Jimmy is really in it for himself. He's just trying to make money, and that's okay. Ooh, bro, that's cold to say that Jimmy is just trying to make money. Now, I disagree respectfully with you on that statement. I do believe he does a couple of things on his show that are unhealthy for his audience and could even result in some of them dying. And to me, that's a tragedy for everybody. But I don't think, I don't know, but I don't think it's because he's an inherently bad person. I don't think it's because he's trying to make money. I think it's because he's got a narrative and he's got a reason. We could get into that. I've talked about it on the show plenty of times. I'd rather not right now. Let me keep going through the questions. Bro, you're always spot on to your audience, unlike other people. Nick, thank you, buddy. Billy, I can't weigh in on this. Billy, you've weighed in so much on this. You know how I know how you feel about Jimmy Dore. Bro, I mean, let's talk about his hair color. And what you feel is his poor stand-up, which I disagree with. More than worthy. Hey, Ma, Ari's watching. Remember the guy with the thing? Billy, Jimmy's absolutely on YouTube to make money. The pandemic started it for him. If he had a bankroll, he'd be a ghost. Billy, Jimmy was on YouTube making money way before the pandemic. He was doing well. He was making a lot of money, bro. He was getting $100 super chats years ago, bro. I weighed in. Sorry, he was. I gotta just inform you that he was getting $100 super chats years ago, bro. What's it like if you do a live stream once a day for 5 days a week, and you're getting $100 super chats from time to time? How much money are you making, Billy? I don't know, because I've never made $100 super chats. I can't even imagine what that's like, bro. 5 days a week, you're getting $100 super chats. Oh, and that doesn't count all the $5, $1, $2.50, $7, $10, $12, $20, $14.20, $17.10 super chats. You're getting $50 super chats. Sometimes you get a crazy super chat. You could do I think they let you super chat up to $500 or some crazy shit. They used to, at least. He would get them. But are we digressing a little bit into that? So let's back out of it. Anyway, so Jimmy put up a tweet, and my response was Jimmy doesn't care about his audience. And he came back and he responded to it. I didn't realize that I had missed it. And I saw it today. And I think he may have responded today. That's why I saw it today. So there's 2 tweets where he responded to me, man. And one of the tweets, he took a screenshot and posted the screenshot of my tweet. So like I said, man, I don't mean to troll you, Jimmy, and that's not my intention. I want everybody to know that. I'm not trolling him. Okay, I love that guy, and I'm not trying to get a negative response out of him. I feel horrible. I feel awful about the way some of the things he says, and I want him to know how I feel about it. And that's it. I don't expect him to change his narrative because I understand where his narrative comes from. You want me to tell you where it comes from? I'll explain it to you really fast. He talks about it all the time. Okay? When it all first started, he believed what was going on. He believed what the government was telling him, and he listened, right? One of the things that he heard was that, the vaccine would prevent infection. Another thing he heard was Andrew FAUCI saying that masks don't work. And his whole world fucking fell apart. That wasn't what triggered it. He got the vaccine. Steph got it. His staff got the fucking vaccine. I think it was 3 or 4 people. I know it was 3 people, may have been 4. They all had the identical adverse reaction to the fucking vaccine. They all got lumps on their fucking necks. And whichever side of their body they got the fucking vaccine in, that's the fucking side they got the lump in their neck for. And it lasted for most of them for several days. And for Jimmy, it stayed for like a week or 2. And he was fucking petrified. And I don't blame him because he knew going in that he could have an adverse reaction to a vaccine. I believe he had a vaccine for something before and had an adverse reaction. So he was in a risk group, but he decided to get it anyway. And he ended up getting long COVID symptoms. And he claims, and I believe him, I completely believe him, that he got sick for months after he got that fucking vaccine. And he totally blames the vaccine. Now, whether or not it was, I don't know. I just believe that it was, and that he's one of the people that have been adversely affected by that fucking thing. It can happen. But then it was after he got vaccinated, right? And he found out that he got these fucking symptoms, and he may as well have just gotten the freaking caught the goddamn disease anyway, right? Because he listened to this man named John Campbell, who circles and check marks things on his podcast on a piece of paper. He prints it instead of like everybody else would do, which is just bring up, the screen of text like this, and then taking the mouse and going like this, and just showing people what they're looking at, or going like this with the mouse, or going and highlighting things like everybody does. Instead of doing something like that, Robert Malone prints it up on a piece of paper and takes a pencil or a pen and check marks and circles and things as he talks about them. And that's his gimmick, man. It's really, the guy is a quack. I've listened to him. He says shit that's just factually disprovable. The guy quacks out. He's a complete quack. He is a snake oil salesman. He loves the sound of his own voice, and he loves his little shtick and his little gimmick. And so does 1 million other people, or 2 million other people that subscribe to his jackass. And Jimmy Dore is one of them. That motherfucker is one of the reasons why Jimmy Dore is playing a narrative, right? And circled around. I didn't forget what I was talking about here, which basically pertains to the fact that because Robert Malone said it, everybody's going to catch COVID. That's what Jimmy Dore says, Robert Malone says, and science proves, which is impossible to prove because it hasn't happened yet. You can't scientifically prove something that hasn't happened yet. That's just science, Jimmy. So stop saying it's a fact. And that's the second thing. Jimmy keeps calling that opinion a fact, a scientifically proven fact that's backed up by multiple scientists and peer-reviewed, lab-tested studies. And it's not. It couldn't possibly be. It's impossible. You want to say that every human being, it's scientifically provable that every human being is going to breathe oxygen. Okay, that's the kind of thing you could say. You want to say, scientifically, every single human being that is born is going to have skin on their body. That's probably scientifically provable. I don't know. Billy Ballantyne's probably looking up someone skinless human right now as we speak. I might have to watch my cat. He might be being aggressive. Let me see. He might need me to feed him fresh food or something. But the fact, then calling a fact something that's supposedly going to happen in the future, that's just impossible. So it's not a fact. What if someone comes up with a cure tomorrow? Cure. Hey, it's cured. COVID cured. Hey, is it a fact that everyone's going to catch it? Oops. But I'm digressing slightly. Check this out. We did a little poll today in the chat earlier, in the earlier show. And I asked everybody to tell me in the chat how many times they've caught COVID. And I've caught it 0 times. If it's a 0, and you can do this now in the chat too. 0, give me a 0. If it's a 1, give it a 1. How many times have you caught COVID? Now, Jackson Hinkle has caught it 5 times. You can ask him. Jackson Hinkle has had COVID 5 times. My question is, if natural immunity prevents you from getting COVID once you've had it once, why has Jackson Hinkle had it 5 times? Right? Lamb's had it once. Nick's had it 0 times 4. So that's 4 zeros from Nick Brown. There's already 4 zeros right there. 4 zeros and a 1. Why hasn't Lamp caught it a second time? You want to try to say it's natural immunity? Why has Jackson Hinkle caught it 5 times? Natural immunity is something else that Robert Malone harps about, and Jimmy Dore has picked it up and he runs with it like it's factually proven. It's not. I know someone else in Northern California that's had COVID 5 times. A young, healthy kid, 22 years old, same age as Jackson Hinkle. Both of those guys have had COVID 5 times. Where's their natural immunity? It's almost like since he believes that as fact, he encourages people to go out running out. And I get a little angry because he's touring around. I can't judge Jimmy for doing that. But I get a little, and I'm going to say it anyway. Not judging Jimmy, but I'm going to say it anyway. I get a little angry with Jimmy because he's touring around and he's encouraging his podcast audience and live show attendance audience, the ones that go and see his stand-up comedy, to go out and see him and to just disregard any precautions basically anymore and sit in a room full of people. And I be a little judgmental. Okay, guilty. I'm being judgmental. I'm judging him. I'm trying not to. But you decide for yourselves if you're a stand-up comic and there's a pandemic. Does anyone want to say that there's no more pandemic, that it's ended? Go ahead and say in the chat, you know what? I'm not going to block you this time. I just don't recommend you say that. Because, if it hasn't, if you're a stand-up comic and that's your passion, that's what you need to do to feel like you're living. No offense, Jimmy. I would love to be able to do what you do. I've never had the balls to stand up on stage and recite jokes to people. Never had the balls to do it. Kudos to you, bro. I like to do it from here, though. I like to do a show like this, and I know that I'm making people laugh, and it's okay that I'm not face to face with them. I'm all right with that. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me not funny or not entertaining. I can keep a few people watching. And for me, for what I do and for who I am, I'd say that's not bad. But I'm not a stand-up comic. How can I judge someone like Ron Placone, Graham Elwood, that's running around the world entertaining people on a stage, encouraging them to go sit in audiences with other people in enclosed buildings, breathing the air of other people, which may have these variants, which may have something new that we're not even familiar with yet. Down 2 weeks, down 10 days, down 3 weeks. Unable to take your dog outside. The sickest she's ever been in her life. You decide. You decide if I'm judgmental or not. It's none of my business. I can't just sit by silently because this is somebody that I've invested a lot of time in. And when I say invested, I mean I love watching his freaking shows, man. I don't mean it like I'm expecting something back. This is the greatest goddamn gift he's ever given me, man. I couldn't be more tickled. Payment enough, Jimmy. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. At the same time, that's me, Jimmy. It's what I do, man. It's what I've always done. And there's no, ask my mom, man. Trust me, man. If I could throttle it, if I could turn it off, I would, man. Because the last thing I want to do is get like that when she's here. And sometimes I'm in mid-sentence as she's walking through the room. And it's just at that point, man, I don't want to do that. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing for me. But it's just who I am, man. And I think my mother, she's really enjoying this right now. I could tell she's really getting into it. But I think my mother understands who I am and the kind of stuff that I'm about when I'm on the podcast. And she understands exactly who I am when I'm off the podcast. I think she understands that I play an angry character when I'm doing the show. I've fallen in love with Dusty's stream now. No, you have not. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe you. Bro, oh wait, he hates Jimmy Dore. Right on, bro. You found something you agree with. Dusty on. You know what? Shame on me. I haven't watched Cult of Dusty in weeks. I've had my head so far up my ass. I need to shout out Cult of Dusty and say, I am so sorry. I've forgotten about you, bro, but I'm going to, you know what? I'm bringing back Cult of Dusty 1 on Twitter, everybody. Follow him. Yeah, I'm bringing back Cult of Dusty 1 on Twitter, bro. I have forgotten about him. I don't know. He was going through some tough times right as I was making the move to California. I mean, from California. And I just kind of forgot about him, man, on this other computer. Him not seeing recommendations for his channel for some reason. I'm sure I still follow him. I'm sure I still have notifications on. Why haven't I gotten any notifications from him? I'll have to check it. He hates Jimmy Dore, which is something that I have a problem with Dusty about. It's one of the only things I have a problem with Dusty about. Because he's so freaking awesome. I've always been like, don't hate Jimmy. Hate the narrative. Because Jimmy offers a whole bunch of other positive stuff. I'm a big force the vote kind of guy, man. And before force the vote, Jimmy was a big, I'm not saying he's not anymore. He's a big truth guy, big fact guy. And when he's sitting with people and he feels like they got it wrong, he's sitting there calling them on their bullshit. Go back and watch him on TYT, sitting next to Jank Uger and the other people that, use whatever the other podcasts TYT sponsored that Jimmy was doing. He was calling them all on their bullshit, man. That was the thing we loved about Jimmy, man. Some people might look at Jimmy now and think that he's bought, or he spins the narrative because someone's paying him or because this is how he thinks he's making clicks or whatever. But I would disagree with you on that. I would debate it with you. I'm just honored, man. I'm honored that he spoke to me, man. I've said it so many times on here. I just wish you would just respond to me, man. I wish you would just talk. I retweeted at his wife and I said, do you think Jimmy would talk to me about this? I'm ready. Now I'm ready to talk to him. Dude, I swear, up until today, even when he came on the show for the 3 minutes that he was on that one time, up until this day, I've not been ready to actually have a conversation with him. And then today I was like, you know what? The way him and I are talking on Twitter right now with each other, now I'm ready to have a conversation with him. It's like I never was. I never asked him. I never asked Steph. Never. Today I asked Steph. I was like, do you think Jimmy would chat? Because it was Nick, I believe. It was either Doc Hollandaise or it was Nick. One of you guys, one of the two of you, I think it was Nick, said, hey, Steph, do you think Jimmy and Nay could do a thing together? And I retweeted that at Steph. And I said, hey, Steph, do you think this is possible or am I on the list? Am I on the list of people Jimmy won't talk to anymore? Or off the list, however you want to word it. You know, it'd be nice to find out. Did you enjoy the ice skating?
Yeah, it's not over. I'm recording the rest of it.
Oh, okay. Good night. Love you. You see the crypto market lately? I can pull it up. 44.7, bro. Sweet. It just hooked back down. Wow, bro. That's up for the day. That's up. 44.7. Remember, I got to be at 50,888. So I'm still, down, but Ethereum is at 3150. Merit Circle's almost at 250. Cardano's at $1.15. Maddox at $1.61. Sandbox is at $3.40. Scale is finally going up. Storage, $1.30. Night. Storage is at $1.30. Doge is still at 13 cents, 13.7. Not going anywhere. The whole market's exploded. And what's Doge doing? Shh, that's a sleeping dog if I've ever seen one. Dude, this coffee smells so delicious still. Polkadot, or I'm sorry, Harmony One is at 15 cents. Yeah. What did Bitcoin get up to? Bitcoin got up to 44.8, and it's at 44.7 right now. Oh, it's right near its 24-hour high right now. Holy shit. Say Tom is asleep. Elon, I don't even know. Crypto.com is at 46 cents. Whoa, what was it? 80? Oh, XRP. 84-cent XRP. Synthetics, $5.13. Dude, you know what that means. That means I'm going to be getting more of that 14% on more. Hey, Tula. $4.20. I don't like when your mom shuts those lights out. It's like the scene in Time Bandits where that dick's head comes through the hall. I can't remember the head coming through the hall in Time Bandits. All I remember is when he goes, Mom, Dad, it's evil. Don't touch it. And they both touch it in the toaster. I love that. And then the fireman, that's Robert De Niro, right? That comes up. Isn't the fireman Robert De Niro right there? I stream Nay, Rogan, and a Jerry Garcia tape strictly. Really? You stream me, bro? Rogan? That's awesome, brother. I'm flattered. It's dark already. Only 6:15 here. Huh. I smoked a moth again. Mom's gonna be pissed. I smoked a moth again. Hey, Docky, still no notifications for all the channels for me. Weird. I have to check. Bro, why haven't you texted me? My daughter's like, did you send alarms? Dude, why didn't you text me on Twitter? Doc Hollandaise about coming over tomorrow. You're getting confused with Brazil. No, bro. Mom, Dad, don't touch it. It's from Time Bandits, bro. That's not Brazil. It's at the very end of the movie. There's that big ash ball in the toaster. You don't remember that from Time Bandits, bro? The kid's like, Mom, Dad, it's evil. Don't touch it. And his mom and dad touch it, and they both explode. His parents just turned to ash right in front of him. I'm about to send you a message on Twitter. Yeah, please do. Thanks, bro. You know, we got to talk food tomorrow. And you know, you're a chef. I didn't know if you wanted to have a vacation from cooking or if you wanted to have the reins tomorrow, bro. Because we're gonna have a whole bunch of people there, man. I got to figure out food. I was gonna order pizzas. You know, I was just gonna pick up a whole bunch of pizzas. Did have white powder substance, opiates, and depressant pills near him at time of death. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Tool. I saw that on the news. They said he was full. He was full of 20 different. They said he had 10 different substances in his blood, and one of them was opiates. Oh, De Niro was in Brazil, not time. Who is the fireman at the end of Time Bandits? Okay, Google. Who's the fireman at the end of Time Bandits? Okay, Google. Who is the fireman at the end of?
According to dictionary.com, noun, plural fireman, a person employed to extinguish or prevent fires. Firefighter, a person employed to tend fires. Stoker.
Okay, Google. Who is the actor that plays the fireman at the end of Time Bandits?
According to MovieWeb,
Sean Connery.
bandits saw Connery making a brief
Sean
appearance as a
Connery, my
fireman
bad.
to leave the
Sean
audience wondering
Connery.
if the whole adventure had been a dream.
You can bring some food too. You tell me what I should buy at the store, bro. Or you and I can go to the grocery store and I'll get a whole bunch because we cook for a whole bunch of people, man. You know? I'm planning on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 confirmed people, bro, for sure. And then over the 7, there's 8, 9, 10, 11, and you know, maybe 12, 13, 14, 15. There could be 20 up to 25 people, bro. You know, it could be huge and it could just be a handful of people. We just don't know. You know, but confirmed, you know, there's definitely going to be 7 of us. He OD was in a coma before of heroin like 20 years ago. Right? Right, Tula? Yeah, let's talk about something else. Connery. Yeah, Sean Connery. It was Sean Connery. I thought it was De Niro. You're right. De Niro was in You're like, you're thinking of another movie De Niro was in. De Niro was in what's the movie where oh, you said Brazil. Yeah, he was the repair guy in Brazil. Right. You said that. The plumber. De Niro, the plumber. The Plumatech. Let me get this fixed for you. Nice. Let's do it. We're leaving our home around 8. It's a 2-hour drive first. All right. I don't know what network has it, Netflix or whatnot, but it's called Severance. It's an excellent show. Hey, Tonka, what's up? Love you too, brother. Yeah, a lot of people that are probably going to be there tomorrow are neighbors that live here in the Springs, which is going to be great. You know, De Niro had a great agent in the 80s and 90s. He was everywhere. Dude, great actor, bro. He's what they want. He is what he fit the bill, you know? Just, he in Taxi Driver, bro. I have the perfect apron for the occasion. I smoke no law regarding the perfect apron for the occasion. Cheers. 44.7 Bitcoin. All right, I close that out. Taxi Driver with Sean Connery. Hey, what do you guys got lights in here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Acting? You guys got a script? Give me the script. I'm ready to go. I'm ready right now. Let's go. What are we doing? Mobster stuff? I got you. Dude, those sounded like two race cars just going at it. Holy shit, bro. I wonder that was on Interstate 4? Holy shit, man. Dude, it sounded like two cars were just fucking, just pegged it coming out of my city. Just, you come into it, there's a curve, you know, and you get off the interstate, and then it opens up into this giant straightaway. Straight shot, dude. It's I don't know, 3 miles, 2 miles of just straightaway. Those two cars just freaking hit that shit. It sounded like a Porsche and something else, maybe a Harley, that were just racing on the interstate, bro. It sounded bad as shit. Dude, that Porsche, whatever, you could hear it shifting through the gears. It sounded like this. Mama. I was like, oh my God, there, dude. Somebody's just opening shit up out there. Yeah, dude, that shit was bad. Someone was redlining that shit. I wonder what the fuck that was, bro. It's quiet now. You know, it was like, bro, it's like I heard it like I was watching it on TV. You know, I wonder how loud it was outside. Because, dude, the interstate is on the other side of the house. And it's like close to like 2 miles that way, I think. Where that straightaway opens up, it's 2 miles. And that had to be going that way. Yeah, because if they were going out that way, that goes, I think it goes off to the right a little bit away from this house. I don't think I would have heard that shit. This one goes, that one goes. I mean, it goes away from the house too, but it's not at an angle like going further away as you go. It stays in it's a tunnel. You think it was a penguin? Yep. Race cars? Probably penguins. Typical penguin behavior. Uh, did you hear that? Freaking owl, bro. Super loud. Owl. Did you guys hear the owl? Were you guys able to hear that? Penguin. Billy goes, penguin. Did you guys hear that penguin? You're going to get me saying penguin here in a second. Dude, I'm hearing all kinds of crazy shit that you guys ain't hearing. You heard it, bro? You heard that shit, bro? That shit was crazy. There it is again. There it is again. What the fuck was that? It sounded like an engine revving, or it sounded like a lion roaring. I couldn't tell. When that ice maker's off, bro, you can hear everything outside. It's coming through the skylights because it's just paper that's over the skylights right now. Pretty sure. So we basically have these two. Look up here. Look up here. Look up here. Look up here. So there's these two giant. They're like freaking speakers, right? We got this one and that one, and the skylights are taken out. So these are tunnels coming from the roof with just paper lined over them right now. It's like it's insulate paper for the metal roof that's going to go on. So bro, these are, and that paper, it's working like a speaker. You know, it vibrates and it amplifies the sound down in here. It's working just like a speaker. You can't even imagine what I'm hearing. I'm hearing shit outside that, you know, when you're inside in this quiet environment. Oh, I forgot to ask my mom. I forgot to ask my mom where this came from, Billy. I was gonna ask her that today. Forgot. She's already asleep. Pretty sure. We've got captive tigers. I hope not. I don't want any captive tigers around here. I'm scared. What if one gets out, bro? Where's my dog? What if he's still up on that couch? Panther. I hear a car now. It's pretty cool. Bottom of the hour. Cheers. Good. What? What are you saying, Baba Blue Dress? Beach bag, Bray. Packing up the beach bag, Bray. Bring the frisbee. You got a frisbee? That's my dog growling. With exotic animals. Every 4 square miles in Florida, there's a captive big cat every 4 square miles in Florida. Holy shit. Toigas. That's a Harley. That's a Harley on the interstate just putting. That was like 75 miles an hour just rolling down the road. Like you can hear that freaking Harley. You can pick up a Frisbee. A nice heavy one, bro. A nice heavy Frisbee. The heaviest one you can find. You can find me a Frisbee now? Really? How can you find me a Frisbee now? What are you at Walmart right now? What's going on? Wagwan. Wow. You know, it's funny. We've got a highway that's out in front of our neighborhood. You know, that's how we don't get out on the interstate. There's a highway, right? Those vehicles that you're hearing, they're not on that highway. That highway is 35 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour tops. In some places it's 45. It's mostly 35. Nobody's opening up their motors like that. What I'm hearing out there, it's not like that. So what I'm hearing is definitely Interstate 4. And I guarantee you, I'm hearing people when they get around that turn. It's a huge sweeper, bro. I haven't gone around it yet. I've gotten off, but I haven't gone around the new turn, and I don't know if it's changed or not. But it used to be a big sweeper. You couldn't even see around that motherfucker. It was such a big sweep. And now I'm gonna have to check it out at some point. Maybe with Iceman in the Porsche, you know? You're the go-to guy for Frisbees? That's awesome. Because that's what we need. It's Frisbee Day, bro. They're on Frisbees, bro. They're on Frisbees, bro. We're tapping it, catching it under our legs, bro. My friend throws it from like that, you know? We throw them off in the trees, in the river, bro. We screw it all up. Sometimes we look great, and sometimes we look absolutely horrifying. But that's us, bro. We keep throwing the Frisbee. Billy and Bubbles knows. Explain what butter is in our terms. Love it, Ray. Is it just dabs? Yeah, it's just dabs. Oil. It's cannabis oil. Totally down. Docky Hollandaise. Gonna get crazy. Not being lazy with the Frisbee. What? Docky Hollandaise. Never being crazy. Why the F is it 2 fucking hours, bro? From Tampa, 2 hours on a Sunday? How is it 2 hours? Mom's gonna be pissed. Frisbee's on a roof. We're not throwing it anywhere near this house, bro. We're gonna be down in Springs, bro. You'll see. Remember yard darts? Well, remember Steve Austin, Man Barely Laughs, $6 Million Man? Yeah, I remember. Remember the Bionic Woman? Yeah. Do you remember Wonder Woman? Yeah, I remember Wonder Woman. That was great, man. Yeah. Do you remember Our Gang? Yeah, I remember Our Gang. It was great, man. Remember VC Oz, man? Yeah, I remember VC Oz. Yeah, man. Yeah. Member berries, son. Member berries. Member berries. Dude, do I have any kafefis? That's the question none of you ever asked me. None of you. Do you know how many times recently I've shut the show down? Nobody says hashtag check your coffee. And there was coffee. So delicioso. Come back here, you little delicious cup of coffee, you. Come back here, you little delicious cup of coffee. I love that. Come back here, you. Come back here, you little delicious cup of. Is that what I said? Come back here, you little delicious cup of coffee, you. You little delicious cup of coffee. You little delicious cup of coffee, you. Remember Barry's killed fucking Kenny, bro? Don't fuck over the member berries, bro. Don't fuck with the member berries. You better just sit there and member shit, bro. You're waiting for Wonder Woman's bikini to fly off, bro. All I could see was the bottoms on that thing, bro. I was like, that outfit that she was wearing. I was a little kid, man. I was just like, it's like watching Charlie's Angels, man. It's a big deal. I was at that age, you know. I was at that age where I was just like, I think I really like that, you know. I knew which angel of the Charlie's Angels was my favorite. Okay, question: who's your favorite angel? Original Charlie's Angels. Who's your favorite angel? And you can go ahead with Chris Everett too. Who's your favorite angel of all four Charlie's Angels? The OGs. Not Chris Everett. That's the tennis player. What was that woman's name that played the Chris? Was it Chrissy something? I can't remember. The fourth Charlie's Angels that took over for Farrah Fawcett when Farrah Fawcett left. It was, I can't remember her name. Who's your favorite angel of Charlie's Angels? Go ahead, date yourselves. The originals. I know who mine was. Absolutely, I know who mine was. Cameron Diaz. You're dating yourself when you say Cameron Diaz. Bridget Foreman says Jacqueline Smith. Jacqueline Smith was your favorite? That's it. Diaz says Nick Brown. No, her name was Cheryl Ladd. Cheryl Ladd came in for Farrah Fawcett. Cheryl Ladd's gorgeous. Like, just beautiful. They're all, pretty hot. Back then, their clothes were sexy as fuck back then for for us. Today it would kind of be a little hokey, maybe for some of y'all, bell bottoms, you know. But God, man, when I remember when I was a kid, we had posters, we had baseball cards of them, we would covet. So I asked who your favorite of all the Charlie's Angels was, and I only got Bridget Foreman said Jacqueline Smith. Someone said Jackie, I guess. Art was talking about Jacqueline Smith too. Was your favorite? No one said Farrah Fawcett. No one said Cheryl Ladd. No one said what was her name? Is there a quick way to make a dab rig? Yeah, bro. Do a knife hit. Do a knife hit on hot knives. You can use a straw, crackhead. Do it over something you don't want to use, like newspapers or something if you're doing it over something, or a plate. Some tinfoil. What's the other one's name? There's Jacqueline Smith. There was what was the other brunette's name? Kate. Is it Kate something? Farrah Fawcett, Jacqueline Smith, and Kate. I want to say Kate. And then, of course, the one who came in, which was Cheryl Ladd, was Kate Jackson. Kate Jackson, I believe. I want to say it was, and I just wonder if Kate Jackson and Jacqueline Smith, if that was really their names, or if those were like stage names, Was it Kate Jackson? Was that right? Thomas is high on some green stuff. Me too, buddy. I'm with you, and I'm drinking some coffee. No way you're hot kniving. Well, that's one way you can smoke oil. Bro, a dab straw, a glass dab straw. Do you have any glass tubes? You heat up just the end, and you use it like a nectar collector. Also, you can use a bong, bro, and you can just heat up carefully. You don't want to crack it. Don't get it orange hot. But you can heat up the edge of a glass bowl and smoke it there. Put some ashes from some cannabis flower in the bottom. You can put some dab on that. I like to smoke like that sometimes, You guys are not playing ball with me tonight. I'm almost positive it was Kate Jackson, Jacqueline Smith, Cheryl Ladd, and Farrah Fawcett. Boom. I win. You all lose. No, actually, it's okay. You don't have to know the Charlie's Angels names. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Before probably I go to the store to go buy food. I didn't ask Docky Hollandaise what he wanted to cook, did I? Yo, Doc, what do you want me to pick up at the store, bro? For you to cook? Tell me all your thoughts on God. Ellen Nelkin. I don't believe in a God at all. I mean, which God? You can go with the Hebrews God, the Christian God, or any of the other 2,000 freaking gods out there. You know which God? It's just so silly. I'm God? Oh, I'm God. Oh, I'm the God of heckfire. It's a term. I'm simply the God of heckfire. That's all I am. Chicken and beef? Okay. What kind of beef do you want me to get for the barbecue grill? What kind of beef? Brooke Shields, Crispy Chris. Spices. What spices? I mean, you'll message me on Twitter? Okay. All right. Sounds great. We're going to have a great time tomorrow. Bring the Frisbee. You guys take care. Love y'all. If you turn notifications on, maybe we'll go live from down at the Springs. I mean, that would be really cool. You could see me and Docky, Holland, Daisy hanging out together, getting crazy. Don't forget your beach towels, kids. Love y'all. Okay, here's 20 seconds of me waving goodbye for Docky Holland Days. Unreal. Psh. You should be saying check your coffee and you're not. Hashtag check your coffee. Hashtag keep it open. Hashtag what is wrong with people today? What is wrong with you people? Still got coffee left. Nick, why did I freak your wife out? Nick Brown, keep it open. Why did I freak your wife out? Coffee ground in my coffee. How dare they, Keurig? How dare they? We were talking about you, and she looked down. And you started waving. She looked down, and you started waving. Can he see me? That's funny. All right, that's hilarious. All right, you guys take care. Bye.